Hi, I'm Zerlene Rogers, industry hairstylist of 20 years. I create hairstyles for television, film, and print, and I also educate. And I'm here to answer some questions for you. As a hairstylist, I get asked a ton of questions all the time, like concerning relaxed hair, natural hair, cuts, colors, textures. How should I style it? You name it, I get asked. So I decided to start answering those questions for you. So I got asked the question, how often should you trim your hair? And for any texture, this question is simple. 6 to 8 weeks. Every 6 to 8 weeks, you need to trim your ends. You need to remove those dead split ends off of your hair so that the other hair, your healthy hair, your living hair, can grow. This is going to promote so much growth for your hair. You will double the time that you're used to your hair growing. And some people say my hair grows slow. It's growing slow. It's probably because you're not trimming it as often as it needs to be trimmed. So again, every 6 to 8 weeks, like clockwork, put it in your phone so it pops up as a reminder. It's time for a trim. Every 6 to 8 weeks, get your hair trimmed. And I promise you, your hair will take off growing. So let's just say that the hair has a brain. Every time you trim or take off hair, the brain of the hair says, I have to replace it. So it takes off growing extremely fast. This is just like when men get their hair cut and they shave it down, and in about 2 weeks, they have dang near a head full of hair again. Well, that's because the hair is an overflow of I have to replace that hair that just came off. So that's how it promotes so much growth when you're trimming it. So just think like that. Every time I'm taking it off, I'm promoting my hair to grow, and it's going to take off at a rapid speed of growing. And when it slows down, which is about 6 to 8 weeks, it's back time for you to get it trimmed again. So doing this consistently is going to promote so much growth, and it's going to give you a healthy head of hair because you're not keeping dead hair on your head. And you want to make sure that you are seeing a professional, a licensed professional that is trained to identify what a split and dead end is. Not your cousin, not your mom and them around the corner, somebody you found on YouTube that ain't got no license. Licensed professional. And this again will promote so much hair growth. So the way that you can identify that your hair is, split and really bad is when you're looking, you comb your hair flat down and you can see straight through it. That thin hair is dead. And what's probably happened is you haven't gotten it trimmed. So split ends don't stop splitting. They travel, and they travel all the way up till they get to the root, and they will break off there. So you definitely want to make sure that you're getting that hair trimmed. It also won't curl. So if you're noticing that you have to try to get this hair to curl and it's not curling, this is because your ends are split and they need to be cut. So this is a way that you can kind of identify that it's time to get your ends trimmed. It's looking really thin and straggly, and it's also hard to curl. And again, remember, when you go in to get your hair cut or trimmed and you don't take enough, you are not doing your hair any justice. It is going to continue to split. So if you say, just take a little bit off the ends, girl, I'm trying to grow it. Well, it's going to keep splitting and you're going to have patches in your head. So please get it trimmed and get the proper amount trimmed off so that your hair can grow out really nice and beautiful. Hey, that was a great tip. I hope that it helped you and you now know exactly when you need to go and get your ends trimmed and that you actually do it. I'm Zerlene Rogers, and I'll see you the next time.